What's up, guys? It's Aaron from Aaron Reviews and More, back with another review. Today we are doing something I haven't had probably since 2018, 2019, and that is Grizzly Straight Longcut. I have tried this before, but like I said, but not in a good 5-6 years. So we'll go over it and get into the review. So on the front it says premium tobacco, Grizzly Longcut Straight. On the side it says American Snuff Company, Grizzly branding, a UPC code, which I believe is for some sort of point system or something. I'm not quite sure. Maybe just not sure what that is actually. Then age prohibited, above 21, grizzly.com, warning, and then the barcode. And this is manufactured American Snuff Company, Clarksville, Tennessee, 100% US smokeless tobacco, sale only allowed in the United States. Now, this can I got pretty recently actually, but the date isn't that great. The date is L4, which means it was made in November of 2024, which puts it about 3 to 4 months out of date. But hopefully it's still good. Hopefully it's not too dry. So let's get into it. Alright, and there's a look at the inside. It says, worry about Marlin? What the fuck does that say? Worried about a marlin? Have slower buoys. Guess some fishing reference. So it is a little on the drier side, but it's not too bad. The scent is very faint, like very faint. It smells like a Skull Straight type profile with a darker undertone. So yeah, the cut looks good, and yeah, let's get ourselves a pinch. So it pinches just fine. It is definitely on the drier side, but it's not egregious. Yeah, it's definitely on the drier side, but it's not unreasonable by any means. Something I can't rehydrate if need be. Yeah, it's definitely dry. But here's what it is. So I can do the review while I give it a minute to soak. So unfortunately, my Padres didn't make it very far in the playoffs. They got knocked out to the Cubs. My Vikings are doing pretty good, even with our starter injured. We're 3-2. We beat the Browns over the weekend, barely. Yeah, we're heading into fall. work starting to finally slow down a bit, which is a good thing. So yeah, it is definitely on the drier side, but I would say it leans, it's not exactly like Skull Straight. It's got a little bit of, I gotta put a little more in actually. One moment, I have an idea. Alright, I'm back. So all I did was take a little water and kind of moisten up a little bit. See how it can kind of glisten a little bit there? Just to help with the flavor. Every time I close it, you hear this crunching sound though, which doesn't bode well for it being fresh, so to speak. But it, like I said, it might be because it's past its date, but it is close to Skull. It's a little blander than I remember it. It doesn't have any tang to it. It doesn't really have any smokiness to it. You can taste the tobacco more, in my opinion, in this straight. It's kind of like a Skull Straight, but that little hint of root beer that you taste in Skull Straight, it isn't there. It's replaced with a little bit of salt, almost. Yeah, it's not. It's actually, as I remember it, not really overly great, not really terrible, just kind of blah. The taste is very mild, even after moistening up the dip. Yeah. I wouldn't probably reorder this. Yeah, I know I haven't tried it in a long time, but I think there's a reason why I strayed away from it when I first tried it. There was nothing outstanding about it. There was nothing about it that I enjoyed a lot. Nothing about it stands out. It doesn't have the cut of Skull. It doesn't have the smokiness of Copenhagen. It doesn't have the tang of Stoker's. It just kind of has little bits of each, but very, very faint bits of each. The cut isn't bad. It's much improved, I think. The cut's the one thing that's improved, I'd say, since 2019. It pinched really easily, even for being on the drier side. I'm not a fan of American Snuff in general as a company. I don't like their date coding system. There's a reason why people get out of date cans more in these, is because it doesn't have a sell by date on it. And the people that send it to you, they don't necessarily know how to read the dates. And if they do, they sometimes don't care because they hope you don't know how to read the dates, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's an okay dip. If you're a regular straight dipper, I wouldn't recommend this to go and say you got to try this. It's just plain Jane straight. It doesn't have anything. To me, it's even more generic tasting than Skull, if that's possible. It has a little more salt than Skull. A little darker tobacco taste than Skull. Just meh, you know what I mean? But it's still worth a review. It's still nice to try something you haven't tried in a very long time. I will be using this can up first now that I know the date is this far back. But it juices up fine. It's everything. It's just, to me, it's nothing special, unfortunately. So, um, yeah. So, um, overall, let's together. The cut hasn't been improved. Yes. The flavor, has it improved? No, it's the same. Is the flavor bad? No. Is the flavor amazing? No. Day code system sucks. Um, can their newer cans have a tighter seal. They have a gasket on the inside that makes it, you know, I've heard some pros and cons of it. You know, pro is it no risk of it opening. Con is it's sometimes harder to get into. Um, so yeah, um, not a whole lot to talk about in this one, unfortunately. I was hoping for it to be like, oh man, it's totally different than when I remember. And oh, it, has this and this and this taste. No, it's just pretty generic, man. Unfortunately, even the more budget dips that I've tried have a more flavor to them than this. So that's probably gonna wrap that up for me. This has been my review of Grizzly Longcut Straight. This has been Aaron from Aaron's Reviews and More. Talk to you soon.